Hello, Bobcats, and welcome to another episode of The Sage. I'm Annabelle Chambers.
And I'm Isabella Brewer, and we have some exceptional packages for you this week.
We will be investigating some fellow Bobcats genius projects,
Getting a glimpse into the college life of a Sage Creek alumni.
and catch up on what went down on last week's pep rally.
First up is Bella Niems, giving us an inside look of upcoming genius projects.
While juniors are starting to think about what their projects might be, seniors are starting to get the ball rolling.
From inventions to innovations, the upperclassmen of Sage Creek are sure to have some interesting projects going.
So let's see what they're up to. Bella?
Belle Flanagan, Christian Moe, and Team Ali Zepeda and Leela Buddha have gone a little more in-depth on what their genius projects are about.
I had Sage Creek drama students interview people at the Carlsbad Senior Center, and then I took those interviews, wrote them into a script that will be performed on October 30th at the Senior Center.
So our Genius Project is a dance program here at Sage that is specialized for students with special needs.
My Genius Project is about recycling resources in the local area and turning them into a product that I can sell and raise funds for Environmental Club.
They then explained how their projects will impact the community.
Well, my goal with this project was to build a stronger intergenerational relationship in Carlsbad. I think it's important to get the youth into the more senior center or in the senior communities in Carlsbad.
To recycle woods and repurposing them. And the second way is giving the Environmental Club more funds to put into different projects in the upcoming years.
So our project is aimed towards making kids of all backgrounds and all disabilities, whether or not they're like physically handicapped, mentally handicapped, and making sure that they have like a place where they can express themselves.
After, they gave us insight into how their ideas became their projects.
So my dad works a lot with wood, and my brother used to make pens, and I thought it would be a great way to further expand my passion for working with different types of materials.
We, in Theater 2, we do a project called the Verbatim Theater Project, where we interview people and then create a script based on those interviews.
In addition, they described how their projects will have a long-term effect on our community.
The funds are going towards Environmental Club, and they're doing a lot of great work with what they can right now, and with the money I can raise, I feel like it could help them in the long run.
Well, we'd like our project to have a long-term impact because we want it to keep going even after we graduate.
Finally, they shed light on their overall goals before they graduate.
The goal is to just tell these stories that would have never been heard otherwise. Like, we had people who have lived in Hawaii for 20 years and people who, were alive during wars and, witnessed really cool events and have a lot to tell and a lot to share with the younger people. So I think my goal is just to share those stories and hope that it helps someone.
Yeah, so our goal, we want to perform one last time with our Thundercats at the end of the year. And then also we want someone that can shadow us, come to the practices where we can teach the program to, and they can take it over as their Genius Project. Yay, thank you.
Wow, it's definitely cool to see how Sage Creek's genius projects are coming along.
Personally, I'm very excited to see which projects make it to the symposium.
And I'm sure the genius projects helped Sage Creek alumni when college applications came around. I wonder what they're doing now.
Let's send it over to Chloe Neal and Emily Friedman, who had some college questions for a Sage Creek alumni.
Hey, Chloe.
Hi, Kenny. Thank you so much for having me. I know how busy college can get.
Yeah, of course, anytime.
So I'm going to go ahead and ask you some questions. Do you think you're ready for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. First off, how do you start off your mornings on the weekends?
On the weekends, I usually wake up around 9 or 10, stay in bed for like another hour, and then, get ready for the day and then go get something to eat with my roommates.
And do you wake up on the first ring of your alarm, or does it take longer?
I wake up by my 5th alarm.
And what's your favorite part about college so far?
I like the flexibility with all my classes. The amount of people I can meet are just like amazing, and just the overall independence of being my own person.
And what do you usually do for fun?
I like to hang out with my friends, play video games with them, go out to eat with them, and just talking to them. They're really interesting people, so I think they're really fun to hang out with.
And what's the best time to have a class in your opinion?
Because I'm I like to study in the evening and afternoon. I like to get all my classes done in the morning so I have the rest of the day to study.
All right, where are we heading to now?
Let's go to Geisel, get some studying in.
What's your schedule look like in college during the week?
During the week, I have 4 classes Monday through Friday that start around 8 a.m. and then some of my classes end around 5 or 6 p.m. And they're pretty hard because we're on the quarter system, so I just got to keep my studies up and keep on top of things.
And how do you typically get from class to class?
Typically I walk, which is good for my legs, but it's a lot of walking. And sometimes if I'm in a pinch, I can just use my bike.
In what way do you occupy your weekends?
During the weekend, I like to just study in my dorm, or sometimes I just go out to the library and read a little bit.
How did you find out about these clubs?
Last 2 days ago, they had a club rush, so they had a bunch of tents with all the clubs standing out, so I just went to visit their booths, and it seemed really fun.
And what would you say is the best way that you can meet other students?
The number one way I think you can meet other students is to just go to class, see whoever's sitting next to you, and just introduce yourself and start making conversation with them.
And do you have any last advice for Sage Creek students?
I just want to tell you guys to work hard, have fun in high school, and just take it easy. Don't take yourself too seriously.
All right. Well, that's all of the questions that we have for today.
All right.
Thank you, Kenny.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
That was super interesting. I'm so excited to get ready to go to college.
Me too, although I am a little nervous about the whole process itself. So for now, I'm going to enjoy high school while I still can.
Yeah, I think I'll definitely miss seeing the whole school get together for pep rallies and dances. Speaking of which, Paige Zepeda and Morgan Mayorga made sure to get some footage from last week's shindig.
I loved how much pink everyone was wearing to show support for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Right? Sage's energetic support will never cease to amaze me.
That reminds me, Sage's sports teams have been overflowing with energy and booming with success lately.
Cooper Hancock will be filling us in on the latest sports and announcements.
Take it away, Cooper.
What's going on, Bobcats? I'm Cooper Hancock, and that was a fire week of sports. Starting it off last Thursday, all 3 girls volleyball teams beat SCA, and today the girls play here at Sage Creek for a blackout game. Be sure to come out and support. Field hockey lost to SDA Thursday and is playing home tomorrow versus RBV, and Friday at La Jolla Country Day. Varsity girls tennis beat RBV Thursday and will play Vista tomorrow. Varsity girls golf beat SDA last week and will play at Oceanside today and Vista tomorrow. Cross country won the Avocado East Cluster Meet Friday at RBV Park, and Saturday they are competing in the co-ed hole-in-the-wall invite. This year, the Sage will be implementing a dog gallery onto our website. You can send your own dog's picture to Nadia Ravak. Now, Eric, Morgan, and Skyley have a reminder for the Sage's short story contest. Bobcat Stadium was jam-packed with students and staff who were participating in the flag football event. Here's Kyle with a short recap.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. The system broken, the school's closed, the prison's open. We ain't got nothing to lose, everybody we rollin'. Everybody we rollin'. With some light-skinned girls and some Kelly Rollins. In this white man world, we the ones chosen. So good night, cool world, I see you in the morning. I see you in the morning. This is way too much, I need a moment. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. Till then, that the world's ours.
That's all we have for this week. This has been Cooper Hancock, and let's send it back to the anchors.
That flag football tournament looked really cool. Maybe I'll create a team next year.
Yeah, sadly I wasn't able to make it, but I would definitely join your team.
Sounds good. Well, that's it for this week's show, Bobcats.
Make sure to head over to the Sage News for all the news stories.
Thanks so much for watching. This has been Isabella Brewer
And Annabelle Chambers reporting for The Sage.